If you thought that breastfeeding was gonna be easy and natural and blah blah blah, and that was not your case, or you're just not even really sure what to expect, I got you, okay? I got you. We are gonna go over everything. Is breastfeeding for you? Is it not for you? Is it gonna be painful? Is it not gonna be painful? When is your milk gonna come in? When is it not gonna come in? Are you gonna make enough milk? Are you not gonna make enough milk? So many questions, okay? We're gonna go through everything, because I'm here to make sure you know all the stuff I did not know when it came to being a mommy. Okay, let's get into it. For a lot of people, breastfeeding might come very naturally. You know, you might have just had your baby and you're just like, I got it. I got my baby, I'm doing my thing. That was not the case for me, okay? After you have a baby, they're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, are you gonna breastfeed? Are you gonna formula feed? And me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna breastfeed. She literally comes over, hamburgers my breasts, shows me how to do it, and just like attaches him to my body. And I'm like, whoa, lady, could have asked, you know, could have asked. I would have said yes. But they do things really fast in the hospital, so don't be alarmed. Really quick with their stuff. They're gonna come in, ask your questions, get the answers they need, and go about what they need to do based off your answers. Okay, so just stay calm. Number one, breastfeeding is going to hurt, okay? Maybe not for everybody, but it hurt for me and it hurt for most of the girlfriends I have that also have children and chose to breastfeed their babies. It's gonna hurt, okay? It's gonna hurt. Just starting off strong. It is going to hurt. It's not gonna hurt forever, but with me, breastfeeding hurt for like about a month, okay? That's a long time. Mentally, I was not prepared for my breasts to be sore, for them to be as huge as they were, for them to just be engorged all the time, for them to look the way they did, okay? Because they're gonna look crazy. Your breasts are no longer your breasts, okay? They are now for the baby if you were gonna choose to breastfeed, okay? That is, you're gonna look at them and be like, whoa, that is nuts. Maybe you'll be like, whoa, these are kind of nice. You're gonna like maybe the volume, like I liked the way they looked in clothes, but if I did not have a good bra on, oh my goodness, it was so difficult. It hurt, my back hurt all the time, I was tired all the time, and just the whole concept of breastfeeding, I thought it was gonna be like this cute, sweet moment with my baby, which it is, but that first month for me was really hard, okay? It really hurt. I was always swollen, my nipples always freaking hurt, my breasts were always sore, they were always super engorged all the time. I'm like, why do they look like this all the time? It's gonna take your body a second to figure it out, okay? Let your body do its thing, it will figure it out. Go get yourself some good nipple cream. The one on the screen right here, this is the one I use. I really liked this one. This one helped me a lot. This was a lifesaver, okay? I put it on multiple times a day. Every time I started to feel any sort of pain or an itch, I was like, nope, we are not dealing with this. So get yourself really good nipple cream, okay? Number two, a good latch freaking matters, okay? A good latch matters. You have to make sure your baby is latched on your breast properly, okay? Because if you're not doing that, it is going to hurt more, okay? And it should not hurt any more past than 30 days, in my opinion, because you know, you just had a baby and you're cramping and all the blood is flushing out, all those stuff, okay? It's gonna hurt. That first 30 days is gonna be rough, okay? But after that, as long as your baby's got a good latch on you, you should be okay. So if that is not your case, I would go get checked out, because it shouldn't hurt past that. As long as your baby's got a good latch and you can tell he or she is getting the milk that they need, and you are not having that good of a time and you're not bonding and you're like, this is really messing with my head, I would go get that checked out if you think it's a latch issue. Maybe it's the little mounts. Maybe the little mounts aren't doing what they need to be doing, but go get that checked out. Don't be embarrassed by that stuff. Don't be weirded out. Don't feel like you're not doing anything right. You're doing it right, okay? You're doing it right. Just have somebody double check. That's it. I didn't really have to ask them. They kind of came in and were like, are you gonna breastfeed or are you not gonna breastfeed? I was like, I'm gonna breastfeed. And then, you know, she gave me all her tips and all her squeezing techniques and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, lady, cool, thanks. I appreciate it. There's a lot of touching and feeling going on here, but I get it. You're doing your job and I appreciate it. It's gonna be a lot. That's one thing I absolutely wish I knew. Relax your body. Calm down. Because you know, half the time you're not calm. You're like stressed out. Don't be so stressed out. Calm down. Because your baby can feel your stress. And your stress ain't helping anybody and definitely not you. And you don't want to be stressed out trying to breastfeed. Those two things don't go hand in hand. Try to be relaxed. Chill. Get yourself a nice little chair. This was my nursing chair. I loved sitting in this chair and I loved nursing my little chunka baby in this chair, and now he's all big and he is obsessed with his monster trucks. Third thing I wish I would have known before I started breastfeeding: the schedule throw it out the window. Throw the schedule, well, okay, hold on. Don't throw the schedule completely out the window, just half throw it out the window. Don't be so strict on that schedule. Your baby might need more milk than another baby. Everybody's baby is different. Your body and my body are different, right? They're different. How much milk I have going on in my body and how much milk you have going on in your body are different. How much your baby needs and how much my baby needs is different. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Don't be so strict on this 2-hour schedule. I know everybody's like, you should be pumping every 2 hours and you should be feeding your baby every 2 hours. That schedule drove me mad the first couple of months, okay? I was going stir crazy trying to keep up with the schedule. It was more mentally draining than it was exciting or fun or a new adventure. It was so mentally draining trying to keep up with this insane schedule and throughout the middle of the night, okay? I was getting up every 2 hours, even if he was good. If my son was good sleeping and his tummy was all full and you could tell he was very milk drunk, I would still get up and I'd still pump and I'd be so exhausted. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. If your baby wants to drink every hour, cool. Feed on demand. Every baby is different. Every hour is a little crazy, okay? So that is going to be hard. But they're not gonna do it forever, okay? It's just gonna be for however many months that you're gonna be breastfeeding or pumping, whichever you decide to do, okay? Once my son didn't want to breastfeed anymore, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna pump for another month because I still want you to get the breast milk. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore, especially pumping at work because I went back to work. I work corporate America. Hey, yeah, it's not fun. Nothing about that is fun. I'm gonna make a whole other video about corporate American breastfeeding, okay? But be nice to yourself. This right here was my favorite pump, okay? I really liked this pump. I had the wireless ones too, you know, the really expensive ones. I didn't like them as much. I'm gonna link everything so you guys can just check that out. Make it easy on you. I got you, okay? The fourth thing I wish I knew before I started breastfeeding, okay? Pumping is not fun. It's not fun. I want to just leave it at that. It is not fun, especially if you are going to go back to work, okay? It is not fun at all. I would have much rather breastfed my son directly, but that was not an option for me. I went back to work, went back to my corporate America life, okay? Little corporate baddie here, but it is a lot, okay? Especially when you go back to work, you are not gonna want to sit there and pump. Every now and then it was nice to kind of step away from the office chaos, and I'm like, I need to go pump, okay? And then, you know, I had my 20-25 minutes, maybe sometimes 30. If I was having a good pump session, take your time, do your thing, okay? Your company cannot be coming at you about stuff like that. Especially if you're going back into the office, they should be giving you the space and the time to take care of what you need to take care of, okay? That wasn't always my case. That'll be another video, okay? Because that is a story, okay? I did that for a year and it was its own journey. Being a working mom who is also breastfeeding is a lot. You are carrying so many things, okay? Because you need all your breast pump stuff. It is a whole thing, all right? A whole thing. This is the cute little lunchbox I used for the office. Had my little ice packs, had my little milk stuff, my breast pumps, all that stuff. Was ready to go. Was ready to go in this cute little lunchbox, okay? So if you weren't sure what's in our lunchbox, I like this one. All my stuff fit in here perfectly. It's not too big. It's very nice, okay? Very nice. You don't want anything too clunky unless you like really enjoy super clunky big bags. I don't know, that's not me. The less I have to carry, the better, okay? The less I have to carry, the better for me, and that is how I go about a lot of stuff. Don't forget, the last two things I'm gonna talk about, they are very, 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 very important, so stick around for that, okay? And then the whole staring at the milk in the bottle to see how many ounces you got can be really encouraging or just discouraging. Don't let it discourage you, okay? Let it always encourage you. Don't get caught up in how many ounces you pumped that day, okay? Do not do that to yourself. You are going to drive yourself mad. That is the one thing with pumping that I did all the time. I would just stare at how much milk was in the bottle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I only pumped 2 ounces. Oh my gosh, I got 5 ounces today. I'm on a roll. Oh my gosh, I only got a half of an ounce from this pump session. It's gonna happen. Personally, I did not like all the milk supply products. I don't think any of them really worked for me. There's so many products on the market that, you know, say that they help you increase your milk supply. Maybe for a lot of people. Some people, that stuff works. Some people, it did not work. A lot of that stuff did not work for me. The cookies, okay? They were good. Didn't work. The drinks, good. Didn't work for me. The candies, okay? Good. didn't work for me. I thought everything tasted good, but nothing really worked for me. Nothing really helped my milk supply other than just relaxing my body, exercising, eating good, and drinking water. That is the only thing that you should really be focusing on. If you want to go into all the supplements and stuff, go for it. Don't feel like you have to. Do not feel like you have to if you're going to be pumping, okay, and you're going back to work. You don't have to buy anything. Just take care of your body really well. Pumping, let your body do what it needs to. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't stare at how much milk you're pumping, okay? You're going to lose your mind. Don't do that to yourself. Being a new mom or a mom in general is hard enough. You don't have to stress about how much milk you just got out from that pump session. You're going to do it anyway, but just try not to, okay? Try not to. Try a little bit. Try really hard not to. Be very cautious of that. It'll make your breastfeeding journey a lot less stressful. It'll make your pumping journey a lot less stressful. It'll make you going back to work a lot less stressful. You're traveling, you're going to go see family, you're going to be spending time away from your baby. Relax. Relax. Your body knows what it needs to do. Your body knows how much your baby needs. Chill. I feel like a lot of us never really chill, and that's why we stress all this stuff, okay? Try not to. I know it's hard. Pumping was a no-no for me. I thought it was crazy when I first pumped. My mom and mother-in-law both looked at me and they're like, what are those machines attached to your body right now? And I'm like, oh, these are my pump machines. And both of them looked at me. I was in my bedroom, okay? This is the first week I've had my child at my house now. Both my mother-in-law and my mother are staring at me and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I am pumping. Leave me alone. Take that pumping time for yourself. Let your pumping sessions be a you time. Everybody else can skedaddle. Let it be a you time. It'll be nice, okay? Scroll the internet. Go watch some funny YouTube videos. Go watch some of my shorts. Go watch another one of my videos. But just chill. Let it be you time and relax. Relax, okay? It's not that fun. It'll be okay. The fifth thing I wish I would have known when it came to breastfeeding was that your milk is not going to come in immediately, okay? Nobody told me that. Do you know how important it is to know something like that? Especially as stressed out new moms who are just trying to figure it out. I should have known that my milk was not going to come in for a couple of days, okay? I thought I was an awful mother the first day. The first day of being a mom. I was like, I am doing an awful job at this. Who hired me? Who let me do this? Because I can't even feed this kid. My body is not feeding him. Your milk will not come in immediately, okay? That is a big one, okay? That is a huge one. Your breast milk will not come in immediately. It might take 2 days, it might take 3 days, it might take 4 days, or maybe almost a week for your breast milk to come in. It took me almost 5 days. 5 days for my breast milk to come in after I had my son. I was sitting there for 5 days wondering why my kid was getting so skinny, why he was losing so much weight. Even his pediatrician was like, I need you guys to feed him because if he loses even another ounce, he's gonna have to go back to the hospital. I'm like, what do you mean he has to go back? No, he's not going back to the hospital. And she's like, no, but he's lost a lot of weight in these last 2 days that he's been home with you. I'm like, so you're telling me I'm doing a bad job? The mom guilt was eating me alive. I felt so bad. I cannot tell you how many times I cried about that. And I don't want you to cry about stuff like that. And that's why I'm telling you, do not be so sad. Do not beat yourself up about it, okay? It will come in. It will come in and everything will be good, jolly, and dandy, okay? I am just still very annoyed that not my doctor, not the nurses, not my mom, not my mother-in-law, nobody told me that my breast milk was not gonna come in immediately. The final thing I want to tell you is that you are doing a good job, okay? Whatever you decide to do, whether you're gonna breastfeed, you're gonna pump, you're a stay-at-home mom, you're a working mom, it doesn't matter. If you are going to breastfeed, I hope that all these things have been a little bit helpful and give you a little bit of insight as to what it's gonna be like. Understand that it's not always gonna be the most natural thing in the world. Even if you thought it was gonna be the most natural thing in the world, I thought it was gonna be the most natural thing in the world. I'm like, I'm a woman, this is what my body's supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. It didn't do all the things that I expected it to do. I didn't think it was gonna be so hard. I didn't think it was gonna be painful. I didn't think I was gonna be feeding all the time. I felt like for a little bit there, I was like, what is the point in even wearing a shirt, okay? Because my baby was attached to me all the time, especially while I was at home on maternity leave. He was attached to me all the time. That was his place. He just loved being there, and I would just sit there in the chair all the time with him. That's what we did for like 3 months. And some days it was great, and other days it was not great. You're gonna have your high highs and you're gonna have your low lows. That is part of it. That is part of it. Don't be so mad at yourself. Don't stress what's in the bottle. Don't stress the fact that everything hurts. Go get yourself some good nipple cream, okay? Go get that good stuff. Take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of you, how you gonna take care of your baby? How you gonna feed your baby? You gotta relax. Chill. You want to try supplements? Go for it. You don't want to try supplements? Don't. It is your breastfeeding journey. Be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Understand that you guys are both learning how to do this stuff, okay? He or she is learning how to figure out how to drink milk from your body, and then you're learning how to make sure you're taking care of your body to do that for your baby and for yourself if you really want to. Okay, breastfeeding is a choice. You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to. If you don't want to, don't do it. Don't do it. It's that simple. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but if you need to supplement, supplement. I supplemented. What do you think I had to do that first week of my son's life? I was not making enough milk. My milk hadn't came in yet. He was getting formula. And we were fattening him up because the doctor was like, well, I'm gonna have to send him back to the hospital. I'm like, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. He is mine, and I'm gonna keep him right here in this room, okay? So formula it was, and then he gained his weight back, and I was like, thank goodness. And then the breastfeeding journey went on, and I went back to work, and things started to feel a little bit more normal, but not. It's your new normal. Be nice to yourself. Be kind. Understand that everything will work the way it is meant to work. And congratulations if you are a pregnant mama with your first. Congrats, little babies are so stinking cute, and I hope for a safe and healthy delivery for you. And if you need to know more about pumping, I got you. I made a whole video on just pumping alone, okay? Check this video out. You're gonna need it, okay? It goes hand in hand with this one, okay? I'll see you in that video. Goodbye!